Right, we've done our XYZ switch. It seems to have done a fix, but we're going to have to give it a good drive and check. Our next job is the power steering pump, which is absolutely pissing everywhere. You can see the fluid down there. So we've just took the cover off the box there, air box. We've took the Jubilee clips off all this here, off the intake up to just the turbo. We also had a fault on the car that we saw that was saying about the air inlet, air manifold, pressure, all that sort of stuff, and we found a split pipe, this little tiny pipe that comes off the top of this turbo intake pipe has got a split in it, so that could be something to do with that. But it's this little pipe we're trying to get off here that's stuck. But yeah, we're going to do a little video of taking all this out and getting.
I don't know why I'm doing that, because it's broken.
We're going to do a video of taking the power steering pump out, but it's that pipe is bossed there, and it goes into that there, which is it's obviously a vacuum pipe of some sort, but to be sucking out. Oh, it's a turbo. So you've got a vacuum pipe that goes into the top of there, and that, I would say, is controlling the actuator on the turbo. The diaphragm in there is pulled in and out when this relay opens and closes. So it's something to do with that. So that's going to be affecting performance and things like that. So hopefully that will give us a fix for some of the codes that are on there. But yeah, we'll show you the video of taking the power steering pump out and trying to get rid of our leak. I'm going to take the fan cowl off now. There's a lot of sun, I can't see anything that I'm filming, so apologise if you can't see anything, but just some crosshead screws. There's 4 of them in this. I just lift the fan cowl off, and you can see the fan down there. I'm going to get that off, so we've got some access, because we've got to get the belts off, and then yeah, fan looks sweet enough. Yeah. And then we've got to get the power steering pump, which is this one, unfortunately, down here. We've done this job before, but it's been a while, so I'm pretty sure we took the air conditioning pump out the way and off the top, so we could see what we was undoing. You just have to sort of bang that there, because you don't want to, obviously you can't let the fluid out of it, but just moving it out of the way does help. And we also took this top radiator pipe hose off. We got that out of the way, just so we could get to this area down here. But that's what we're going to do next. But I've left the spanners in my other car, so we're going to see if we've got a spanner that fits it, that's here. If not, I'm going to have to go and fetch them. So we'll come back to it. I'll take this one off before you get involved with this, you know. Pop this one, and then we can move it out the way, go away.
It's a nightmare, labour, breaking.
You can do it with a flathead, can't you? Under one of them, eh? Yeah, that's it. Just pop them off with a flathead.
That one?
Yeah, it's just that one on the end there. Yeah, that's it. I'll hold this.
This screwdriver's a bit fat on the end.
Don't fat shame my screwdriver. We don't need to take that off anyway, just pull it off there. Really? Many juices coming out of there. Shall we catch these juices?
Don't know, a bit rusty juices in it then.
I'm the rusty, or is it the pink colour?
Well, we're going to catch it in.
Good boy.
Ah, there you go.
Oh, finished.
That was a bit
Now
of
this one.
anti-climax.
I was expecting more juices to come out on there. At some point we'll buy the correct pliers for this, Dad.
Right. Squeeze here for more juice.
More juices.
I'll have your feet.
And we're going to take it off that end just so we can get to the air conditioning pump. We've got that one there, then we might as well pull that one off. We can move it completely then. Oh, come on. pop goes the whistle.
Whistle.
So we can just get that out the road. And now we can get to the power steering pump, but before we do this, the fan's got to come off and the belts have got to come off. So we've got the right spanners for this job now.
Being careful not to break this.
Don't break that. Is there any way we can put it? There. Yeah, I don't want to snap that, they get really brittle. So we've got the right spanners for this job. These tools are actually, the one for holding the bolts is actually off for a Defender.
Oh.
That was nice and easy.
Anticipated.
So you've got the big spanner there, I think it's a 32mm, and then this one just holds the bolts on the pulley. And then you can just spin the fan round. Obviously when you're spinning it, when it starts to get to the end of the thread, hold on, because you don't want it to get through your radiator. This radiator is in pretty good nick, look.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think this has been off-road.
No. It's ain't muddy underneath.
No, not like the last one.
So it looks like this one's been just on road. We can have a look at our turbo, which has got a fair whack a wobble in it, but
Like a wobble.
look at that, for wobble. But it don't move in and out, which is one of the main things. It's got some side to side play, but it doesn't move in and out, and in and out is apparently the worst one.
When can we get the
What?
the new pump?
We're going to have to find a used one. We'll have to phone Colesley and see if they've got one. At the end of the day, if a new pump for this is 105 plus VAT from the local spares place. A used one.
The back wheel's going to fall off, isn't it?
A used one is about 60, 70 quid. And obviously we am selling this car. We do want it to be reliable, but a good tested used one, we can put one in our money, so we'll see. Next thing to do is release the tensioner, which is down there. So we've got to get a spanner on the tensioner. Is that one, yeah, it's got to be pushed down. And then we can release that and get the belts off. 15mm onto the tensioner. And then pull up and it'll let the tension off the belt, and then the easiest thing to do is slip it off the fan because it's got no shoulder on it, and you can just get the belt off there like that. So you can just slip it off that one and let it back up, and that's the belt off. So now, there we go, now the belt's off, we can shift it out the road. We can check all the pulleys while it's off as well, just to make sure that they're all making the right noises. So that's your air conditioning one with the clutch. This is the power steering here.
The belt's a bit chewed up.
New belt it is then, so I'm going to put a new belt on there as well.
Yeah. The back one.
But the air conditioning one down there, sorry, the power steering one, that's the one that's making some serious noise.
Where is that chewed though?
God knows. So we'll do the next steps in a second. We're going to be pointed at now.
That one?
That one, that one, that one, and there's one over the back there.
And that one.
And then we've got this idler pulley here, which is connected between the air conditioning pump and the power steering pump, so we'll undo them to get that off. We're going to take this clip out here, and we're going to take the one off that turbo pipe there, this vacuum line, and then we can feed all these wires through there and they'll be completely out of the way. So we'll do that now. So first we'll undo the, keep banging your head on that. That's the bad thing about a Disco too. I got the service mode on the bonnet, like the rest on them.
It's got the cable head in now.
So let's get this clip off here. So it had that vacuum pipe down there. We snapped that off for no reason whatsoever. It's a connector that goes into the bottom of this sensor here, and then once you've done all that, you can feed these wires through this gap and out the way.
like it when they're that tight.
So I'm going to feed them wires out the way and we can chuck them over there, and then we've got to go for the bolts on there, so we'll undo them. Is that the doorbell there?
Look. Connected, joining together.
We just noticed these have been rubbing on the belt. I bet that's what's done that to that belt, you know. I bet they was rubbing on the back of it or somewhere.
Yeah.
These have been rubbing them all bare all the way through, so I bet them have been shorted and causing some problems with the car as well. So we're going to have to replace that bit of the loom, or we're going to have to pop it out and see if we can salvage them, depending on the cost of this loom. But yeah, we'll get these out anyway, and that's another job for another day. Need an extension for that one. Well, we'll undo them 4 bolts, and then we're going to undo these, and then we'll come back. Just bought this car, and we knew the Watts linkage was making a noise, but if you look there, it's actually snapped off. Dad, give the car a bit of a rock. And that's the issue right there. So we thought that bush had gone.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's actually that's snapped off. Yeah. So we're going to get that fixed. We'll do a video on fixing that soon. Rest of the car underneath is looking pretty good, Nick. We're pretty happy with it. Is just to lift this out the way and chuck it somewhere, because it is on flexible hoses, so you just got to lift it.
That bolt don't come out because these pipes.
Yeah, and just place it somewhere where you can easily get to the pulley off that we was going to take off earlier and we didn't, so we're going to take it off now. It's probably wise to get this off here and all, because this whole thing's going to come out, so we'll get that off and all. Just one at the bottom there, all Dad.
Oh, you done?
Yeah, down there, 10 mil. Okay, put that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I thought it was tight. Tight is right. Loose now.
Yeah, just give that a wobble while I turn it, it'll come in. It is loose anticipated.
So is he?
10 mil. These come in handy. Wobbly headed ratchets. Wobble. This is our second set of wobbly ratchets because somebody stole the first set.
Don't leave your wobbly ratchets out.
Right.
Okay.
So that's just a pulley. We're going to pop this off and all. This thing. Looks like a couple of 8mm on this, Dad, so you might need the baby ratchet set. Or you can probably use a couple of the 8mm span actually. Just back it down to 8.
Yeah.
So we'll get this off. I've already forgot what went under there.
Something off that.
The pipe. Just gonna go and check inside. And now we can drop this back over here. Chuck this back over here somewhere.
Where's the ton?
Right, to get this cradle off that's holding this, you've got two 13mm there, you've got a hidden there, we've got a 15mm spanner on it, but it looks like it might be more like a 9/16 because the spanner don't fit very well. And then right down under there, there's also another 13, we believe it's a 13 anyway, but them 4 bolts should release this cradle which holds this in. So we're going to get them all out. So we've just popped the coolant pipe off the back of it there. We've undone them two, we've undone the secret one in the middle, and we've got one left holding it on down the bottom now. We've also got to undo these power steering pipes here. So there's one there and there's one on the bottom. We should be able to do the bottom one, I reckon, once we've got this pump up. Because these are on hoses,
Yeah.
we might be able to do them when it's up. What size do you reckon that is?
Well, I've just tried a 15 and that'll go on it.
I bet it's a pissing 18, the only size nobody's ever got. 17.
16.
16. So we'll get this, yeah, let's crack that off. Luckily we've got plastic in front of the radiator so we don't smash holes in it. But we're going to get that off. Like I say, there's 113mm holding it on. I mean, that seal looked terribly not sealed, don't they? Is there an O-ring on it?
Yeah, we've got some seal. Well,
We've got a box of O-ring, so we're going to do that. So now all we've got to do is the bottom one down there. There's a
is that still the
13
the last bolt?
Yeah, we've got that last bolt to do, and then we're going to pull the pump up and we're going to see if we can get the bottom feed pipe off once it's up and out so we can actually see it. A couple more bolts. That one there, bit of a pisser because of the angle, and this water intake here is in the way, so it sort of puts you at a funny angle. So that ain't great. And then there's one right down there as well on the other side of that you can't really see, but there's one down there as well, so get involved in that one as well. 13mm. Now go. So after you've took them out, give it a wobble, and hopefully it should come up and out. It's still got a connection on the bottom of it that you've got to get off, but it is on this hose here, so you should be able to lift it out. If you continue lifting it down, you should be able to get it up and on here. So, oh, what was that? That's just a locator out of one of them things, so we'll remember where that is. Put it in there. Let me come around this side. So this is where it's leaking from. Look, you can see it's absolutely soaked around this area, so it's leaking from there, but also the pump is shot to shit, so we're going to have to replace the pump as well. This here is obviously some kind of water jacket, so we're going to have to replace the O-ring because it's flat. I mean, the last thing you want is water leaking down there, which it looks like it might have been in the past. I know we've just thrown a lot down it, but it might have been leaking in the past. So we're going to put a new O-ring on that piece anyway that connects down there, and then we're just going to get these two bolts out, and we're going to get this pipe off, and then the water pump, what is that, steering pump can come off.
It's out there.
But you can hear that clicky, nasty bearing noises. So we'll get that off.